My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gilcyra Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
I'm Jenna. I am a cleric elf, and my name is Lix Balzator.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign.
Who's ready for Deborah's Diary?
I picked a heck of a night to not drink.
I know, right?
What the fuck?
I thought that was weird.
Yeah, what?
I have a 9 a.m. yoga class tomorrow.
Oh, we need to get
That's
through
a
this. We need to get through
Well,
this ASAP.
because when your muscles are fucking, you can't fucking do that shit.
Just
You
drink
think-
a rain energy drink. Good to go.
Dear Diary.
or do it right
In the
and
last
not drink.
episode, our heroes walked up
Better
to the
notes are
estate
great.
gates and noticed that the property brothers have been around Aspasia and totally flipped this estate. It went from being a 2-story estate to a 3-story estate, complete now with columns and a grand entrance and stairway, which at the top, they noticed a beautiful woman with piercing blue eyes and hair the color of a morning sunrise, capped with a laurel, I can't say the word.
Laurel.
Thank you.
The laurel leaves of victory.
Crown.
One day upon your head.
She turns around and Ari notices that she is not the bastard. So thank goodness. But they also did notice a golden apple on a chain around her neck. And they all bowed, except for Neith, because Neith was kind of hoping she wouldn't get noticed. That this is the goddess Eris. They learn that there is a tournament in 4 days and that they will be competing as a team, and Neith in the individual activities. And from there, our party splits so that Ari and Electo could go on their first date. Gilcyra finds a place to eat. Lux steps into a bard's guild, so who knows what's going to happen now. And Neith heads underground.
Do you mean underneath?
Underneath.
Underneath the city.
Fucker's heavy.
Daff, did you just say under Keith?
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't happen.
Nope. No, I didn't say that.
Never happened. We'll fix it in post.
We won't. All right, Gilcyra. So you make your way to the Tiny Dumpling Tavern.
Get to lay back and listen.
Yep. And you have decided to eat.
I have decided to eat.
So you walk in to the Tiny Dumpling Tavern, and it is incredibly busy. There are people going to and fro. You can hear the sizzle of steam and water. You get a smell of wonderfully, beautifully cooked pheasant and cow beef. There is rosemary and thyme. Everybody looks like they're enjoying their meals, and there are people talking about the tournament and who they're going to bet on and drinking large, big mugs of some liquor or another. Could be ale, could be mead, could be water, whatever.
Jizz.
Yep. Could be jizz. But, yeah, so that's where you're at. And you are welcome to do what you'd like while you're here at the Tiny Dumpling, Little Dumpling, whatever it is.
Is there a spot at the bar?
There is not a spot at the bar. It is busy. It is full.
Oh, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, but I'm also very hungry. Is there, is there like a serving person?
Yeah, there's a couple service people.
I'd like to flag one down.
Oh, and they turn and look at you, and they come over. Hey, how can we help you?
I say, hi, I'm Jelsira. I'm Jelsira Venfire.
What can we do for you, Miss Venfire?
I'm really hungry. Is there a spot anywhere I could just have a hot meal right now?
Yeah, I believe there's a spot at a table.
Okay.
If you'd like to look for one, you could find one.
Okay, I'd like to see if there's an empty spot at a table.
Yeah, you can find a pretty large table. It's got 2 people at it already. It's got like 7 chairs around the table, but there's only 2 people at the table.
Okay, I'd like to go. I'd like to approach the table, and then I'd like to ask the current occupants of the table if I can sit down next to them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Feel free to have a seat.
Okay, thanks guys. It's just pretty busy in here. There's really nowhere to sit. So.
Yeah, it usually is around tournament time. It always gets this busy.
I see.
A lot of new faces, a lot of new people that we've never seen before, but yeah.
Well, my name's Jelsira. What's your name?
I am Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Hi, this is my brother Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Well done.
Robert and Keith.
So do you have any like recommendations to what to eat here?
Yes, you have to get the quail dumplings.
Oh, that sounds really good.
They are to die for. And you have to wash them down. Oh my gosh. You have to wash them down with the house ale. Spectacular meal. It'll get you going.
The quail dumplings washed it down with the house ale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, I'm just curious. Do you happen to know anything or about some strange happenings in the town? About some crime, maybe?
You talking about the butcher of Aspasia?
Oh, the butcher of Aspasia. So this person has a name, huh?
Oh, we've been talking about them for a while now.
Interesting. Do you have any suspicions or any like what do you know about him?
We know
I'm assuming it's him. May
that
not be him.
They like to rob people. We know that they've murdered people.
Ooh.
And that's about it.
Do you know anybody who might have more information about them or?
You could ask the guild halls. They might know more. Or the guards. They might have something.
The butcher of Aspasia, you say, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go in and try that meal that you recommended. So I flag down one of the servants.
They come over to your table.
And I'm like, hey, I'd like to try the quail dumplings. And I'd also like to wash it down with
house ale.
With a house ale. Yep.
Oh, absolutely. We'll go get that for you. Give us just a moment.
Okay.
We'll get it.
We'll sail all over the town. Deborah might know that.
It's not your turn. Be quiet. Calm the fuck down.
Okay, so
So about 7 minutes goes by, and the waiter brings over a big bowl of dumplings.
Ooh, that sounds good.
In a nice golden yellow broth and some silverware, stoneware, really. Not made out of silver, but stoneware. And a big old tankard of house ale, probably about this big. How big is this? This is a big can. 23 ounce can.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 ounce.
Cool.
So it's pretty big for, a halfling.
Okay, well I'm just going to go to Chowtown.
And it tastes amazing.
Oh god, just even thinking about it is making me hungry.
Yeah, the dumpling shell is firm and soft. It doesn't break open or anything when you stick a fork in it. The quail meat inside is nice and tender and cooked perfectly. The broth is warm, tastes like chicken bouillon and rosemary and a little bit of salt. Has a nice umami flavor to it. And you are quite easily able to enjoy your meal undisturbed. Robert and Keith there look at you and they look a little envious because they haven't got their food yet. They were clearly here before you.
Oh, sorry.
And they ordered first, but your food came first.
Oh, sorry, guys. But I just keep eating.
Yeah. And they go back to talking about the tournament and who they're going to bet on, and they're going to see if they can go out to the tournament grounds and see if they can find any fighters.
Do I hear them talk about the tournament?
Yeah, you're sitting right there with them.
So I'm sitting there eating my quail, and in between bites, I'm like, oh, I'm going to enter the tournament.
You?
Yeah, me.
Really?
Yep.
Look at the size of you.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty small, but I've got some abilities.
Anything like eating? Tell you what, if you fight like you eat, you stand a pretty good chance.
I've been told that I'm pretty. I've been told I'm pretty savage.
Ooh.
So,
Savage
Good
attacker.
T-shirt. Been told I'm pretty savage.
yeah, I've got some. I pack a good old one too.
Yeah?
So if you happen to see me in the tournament,
Good enough to put money on?
you know what? I think I'm going to say, yeah, I think you should put money on me.
How much?
Prove it.
Everything you got.
Everything?
Well, okay. Let me rein it in a little bit. How about 100 gold?
100 gold. And they stroke their chins and they look at each other. And then Keith starts counting on his fingers. And he's like, I have 7.
Oh.
That's not enough.
Well, then 7 gold.
7 gold it is.
And also, while they're doing that, it's kind of like I put my hand out and I cast Produce Flame just to kind of produce a little flame, just to kind of show them that
Poor people.
just to kind of show them, there's more than me that meets the eye. And then I kind of put it out really quick.
Oh, you a wizard? Because we have a whole guild hall full of people that can do that.
Yeah, I saw them when on my way in.
Wait, special? Turn one of them into a frog.
Can you turn them into frogs?
I don't have that spell.
Oh, prepared. She meant. She doesn't have that spell prepared.
Or at all.
Can you do anything else other than
Can't
create little
lie.
tiny fires?
No, that's really all I can do.
7 gold. Oh, all right,
7 gold might not be worth it then.
Good,
Well-
good look.
Well, thanks for the tip, though. Enjoy your meal, and I'm sure we'll see you in the tournament.
We ought to
Oh, you'll
tell
s-
everyone that we're going to be bad at this and then bet on ourselves and have everyone bet against us.
Yeah, but then the house just makes that money.
Maybe I don't know how betting.
Yeah, maybe you don't.
Okay.
All the money goes into the house, and then if the people placing the bet lose, the house keeps that money. And if the people placing the bet win, the house has to give them that money. So you aren't going to make any additional money betting
Well, I
on
think
yourself.
maybe she's. Never mind. Not gonna go there. Keep going, Galsyra.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I forgot what I was.
You were eating
Oh,
and you were
right.
trying to be a badass, and then you were like, oh.
Yeah, so I just continue to eat. Do I happen to I also just kind of want to look around a little bit, after I've kind of had.
Oh,
Most of
there
my-
you go. Make a perception roll,
Okay,
please.
just see if I see anything unusual, out of the ordinary. Any suspicious looking people hanging around. 12.
You don't. You don't see anything suspicious, at least not with a 12. So you just see a mix of people running around, people eating, more talking about the tournament. It's a shame you didn't see anything. You tried, though. You tried really, really hard.
As I normally do, and
Just didn't try hard enough.
I just roll bad.
Got
But-
too sleepy from all that food.
You do know that there is a name for the serial killer, or the bastard anyway. You know him as the bastard, but the people have started calling him the Butcher of Aspasia. Nobody's seen them. Nobody knows when they're out. All they know is that so far they like to steal things and they kill people that gets in their way.
Okay, well, that's good information to have. I'm imagining Jack the Ripper type, maybe.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay, well, I didn't really learn anything else while I was here, but had a little
Nothing
bit
of major import,
but it has
at least not from Robert and Keith.
right.
So,
Yeah, I did eat. Yep, that was the most important thing.
well, it's important to jelly.
Didn't notice anything else.
Nope, not the
So-
first time you looked. Would you like to try and
I'd
look
like
again?
to try again. Yeah, I'd like to keep looking.
See if you can look without shoving food in your mouth?
Yeah, so I actually finished my bowl this time, and I kind of put my bowl
okay.
down, and okay, Joey, like focus. 16.
Oh, you see out of the corner of your eye a purple, smoky, wispy trail that appears to have exited through the kitchen area.
Ooh. Through the kitchen. So, like, exiting into the kitchen or out of the kitchen?
Exiting into the kitchen area from the dining hall.
You can take them by yourself. Go get it.
Okay. Well, that's definitely something I'd like to investigate. So I would like to just kind of, I'm going to leave a tip down. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and put the 2 gold pieces down for the meal.
Oh, wow.
The rest they can keep his
2
tip.
gold for the meal and the tip?
Unreal.
Jesus
I'm wealthy. I'm chaotic good.
You do not see Robert and Keith pocket those 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
You're a Dine and Dasher now.
And that's fine because if they did, I would have set them on fire. Okay, so I want to kind of just.
Electo go have something to say to those 2.
I would like to.
Can't wait to see that.
I would like to walk towards the kitchen.
Nobody stops you. You have to weave through people that are taller than you.
Okay.
Because you're tiny and these people are full grown.
Tiny.
She's tiny, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's crowded. You'll have to weave your way through people to make your way there. I need a dex roll, please. Sorry. I need an acrobatics roll.
Acrobatics roll.
Dex is the stat. Acrobatics is the ability. I'm dumb.
I'm impressed. I know that he wants.
I see you.
He wants
I see
more
you.
people to be impressed, but
Oh.
I think I'm the only one that is.
I'm impressed too. 13.
What?
You get tripped a little bit
Strong
on the
bill.
way through the people. As they are looking at their food and talking to each other, they aren't looking down below their waist to see who's walking around. So you get tripped up a little bit, but you eventually make it to the kitchen doorway.
Okay.
And nobody's in the way to stop you.
I walk into the kitchen.
Nice. Push the door open.
Yep.
You hear a really loud bang on the other side of the door. And then you hear someone scream really, really loud and start to cuss pretty violently. And as you open the door, you see one of the servant staff, wait staff, with a bowl on their head as there is hot broth dripping out of the bowl down their hair and dumplings
no.
in their lap.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
No, Jelly.
I'd like to go help the person.
Oh,
You're the one that
fantastic.
caused it.
They-
so
Gladly take your hand to help them up. And then they look around quickly to the left and to the right. And then they look down at you. And they said, "This is one way only. What are you doing coming in through that door to the kitchen?"
it's my first day.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just there were a lot of people out there, and I just
It's my first day.
I just got lost.
Literally what you say.
I just got a job here. And I was told to come back into the kitchen on my first day, so here I am. Ha ha ha.
We hired you on the first day?
Yep.
And then they look you up and down again, and they're like, "No, we didn't hire a halfling."
Why are you racist? Maybe I should call OSHA.
I'd like to cast Charm Person.
Oh, fantastic. Go ahead and you successfully cast Charm Person. Do they have to make a save or anything?
Nope.
Sweet.
Oh wait, yes, they do have to. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used
This
it.
is
so-
everyone's charmed.
They roll a 7.
Automatically.
They fail. They don't beat your spell save.
Okay, so they are charmed for 1 hour then.
Nice. Well, that's really cool of you. They weren't that angry at you. They just didn't believe your story. But now they're looking at you longingly like, "Is there anything I can do to help you?" As they have noodles and broth dripping down their hair and their head. And
Hey, tell me about.
What do you know about the Butcher of Aspasia?
oh, I don't know anything about the Butcher of Aspasia. I know that they kill people that get in the way of robbing them. At least that's the story.
They kill people, get in the way of robbing them.
They murder people that try to stop the butcher from robbing other people.
I see. Okay.
Sorry. You're just so pretty.
Oh.
You're so easy to talk to.
Oh, thank you.
And then they pull a dumpling out of their hair and they offer it to you and they ask if, are you hungry?
Oh, you know what? I just ate it.
She's super hungry. There's no way you said no to that.
You definitely
Well,
eat the hair
There's no
dumpling.
way. There's no way you said you eat fucking leaf food.
I mean, I go ahead and take it and eat it.
Oh,
Nice.
thanks.
Nice. And then they get down on their hands and knees and they start cleaning up the broth with the rag that they had, in their belt.
And I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that. Please keep cleaning that mess up.
Yeah, I'm really sorry I ran into you.
It's okay. I want to look around the kitchen a little bit
This
more
bitch.
and see if I see anything
You
unusual.
do not see anything, but
Okay.
you do see
Five
an
lights.
outside back door
Okay.
swinging on its hinges.
I want to go out that back door.
All right. You make it out the back door and you are into a back alley. It
Okay.
goes left and it goes right. There are windows to people's houses. There are other businesses. But you don't see anybody.
I want to telepathically ask Cedric to kind of keep an eye out in this area specifically to target like this square block to
Sure.
see if he sees anything unusual, anybody running or acting suspicious or.
All right, rock on. So Cedric says, absolutely, I'll get right on it. And
Okay.
you see Cedric's shadow on the ground at your feet.
Nice.
You can presume he's flying overhead and the sunlight is casting his shadow. So
Where
he's
at
looking
in
around.
the map is Jelly right now? Do you mind telling me?
Let me pull it up. Jelsira is...
It would just be nice to get a visual on it.
Here-ish. You guys were here. Yeah, she's over here now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I would like to
Bang Bobbert
I would like to turn into a wolf
and Bang Bobbert.
Sweet.
just because they have really good
Sense of smell?
Yep, exactly. And see if I can like catch a trail, like a scent or something.
Awesome. So you turn into a wolf to
Yep.
begin hunting?
Yep.
Fantastic.
In the restaurant?
Outside. I'm
Outside.
Sorry.
You weren't listening.
I was not.
So, Lux, you make it to the Clerics Guild Hall. Your time is up. I'm sorry, Jelsira.
It's fine.
That was your
Boom.
time.
I did want to go to the Bard place first.
Oh, that's right. You wanted
Is
to go
that
to the
okay?
Bard place first. Yeah, it's your 15 minutes. You can go wherever you want to go.
Yeah, it's your funeral.
I just want to see if there is a Bard for hire.
Oh, you're going to go to the Bard Guild Hall to see if you can hire a bard?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So you get to the Bard Guild Hall. There's a door that you can open. You can walk through, and then as you walk into the Bard Guild Hall, you are stopped immediately by someone at a desk.
I approach.
Hi, welcome to the
Hello.
Bard's College. How can we help you?
Hi, thank you so much. I have a close personal friend who is nervous about their first date, and I think it would behoove them if I sent them some music to their dinner. And I was hoping I could hire a bard to go serenade them while they're having their first meal together.
You want to hire an arcane musician to go serenade your nervous friend on their date?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Any recommendations?
Maybe one of the minstrels out at the pop-up tents?
Are those nearby? Because I'll just hop on over there.
Yeah, you can go out the door, hang a right, and there's all those tents that line the city. Probably pass them on your way in.
Okay, can I give you a couple silver for your time?
I mean, you are more than
I'm gonna
welcome to
do
donate
that.
to the
All
college.
right, I'm gonna
yeah,
do that.
absolutely.
Then I'm gonna go.
Thanks for stopping
to
in.
the minstrels. Thank you. Take care.
It's been a pleasure.
I go to the minstrels and say the same thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where are they going?
The Boar's Head,
Oh, ooh.
and it's gonna be a dragonborn and a
Furry.
beautiful
Yiff.
kind of farm woman together.
Oh, sure. Any suggestions or recommendations?
Something romantic.
For Elise.
And
For Elise,
for
huh?
Elise would actually for Elise Furelise.
Yeah, well, I don't know that.
A stringed instrument would be nice
Oh, okay.
and romantic. This is their first date. But but I think it's meant to be. And I think that just to kind of set the mood would really put things in motion.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
And music is very important to me.
It's important to me, too.
Do you have any instruments for sale?
No.
Okay.
I have my lute for me to play, and I have my flute and my drum, but I don't have any for sale, unfortunately.
That's okay. I'm only like 70% mastered on my instrument, so I'm just exploring. But I would like to send a instrumentalist to the Boar's Head to serenade a dragonborn and a lovely woman.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'd be happy to do that.
Thank you so much. How much will that cost me?
Like 3 silver?
I'm going to give you 5.
5 silver? Ooh, thank you. That's a nice tip. I will perform my absolute best.
All right. And I believe that they will be arriving pretty soon. So.
Oh, well, I'll head over there now.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Yep.
I'm going to go to the cleric place now. To
Yeah,
the cleric
and
guild. And I would like to introduce myself to the head cleric and say
okay.
I've heard many things about her and about her being able to kick ass. And I'm only here to ask if she has any information or any wisdom in regards to the butcher of this.
All right, so she turns around from the class that she was teaching.
Shit.
And she looks you up and
I
down.
do that every time.
And she says, I am in the middle of teaching at the moment. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions if you would allow me to do my job first and not barge into my guild hall like you own the place.
I leave immediately and wait patiently at the front door.
Okay, so she,
like an asshole.
Yeah, she turns back around.
That's the second time I've done that.
Yep.
God.
And she goes back to teaching her class. There are some other clerics there that snicker at you as you hang your head in shame and walk all the way out through the guild hall.
Terrible.
And one stops you by the door, and he points over to the desk, and he says, if you stop at the registration desk next time, we'd be very, very happy to get you an appearance with her. Genevieve is very busy and only takes meeting by appointment.
I go over to the register. Hello. I would love to have a one-on-one meeting with Genevieve.
Oh, okay. And the one cleric that had stopped you goes behind the desk and gets out a big tome and gets out his quill and opens it up, and he looks at the schedule. He looks at today's date, and he says, she has an opening at 7 p.m.
This evening?
Yeah, this evening. Yeah, this is today's schedule.
So like 5 hours from now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to pencil me in, please.
Yeah, sure.
And is there anything the cleric likes, or is there anything, a gift I can bring her?
No, she just likes not being interrupted during her lecturing. But no, she wants for nothing, as she is wholly devoted to the teachings and the guild hall and the people of Aspasia.
Do you know what her deity is?
Oh.
Deity's nuts.
Genevieve is a deity, or Genevieve is a cleric of Artemis.
Thank you so much. And please pencil me in. Throw the registrar silver.
And he takes the silver and he puts it in the donation plate next to him.
Thank you so much. I'll see you at 7.
Yep, we'll be here.
I think that's my turn.
No, you still have more time.
Turns out the DM's the DM.
I can't believe you still have that on your head.
Also,
yeah, I'm doing a thing.
Just so you know, it's probably not best to just barge into the Clerics Guild Hall and start asking for information from people.
That. Yeah. So I did.
You
hear
guys
that
haven't been
just
any
now.
civilization in a while. You guys have been roughing it out in the woods, so it's all right.
But
You'll get
people
reacclimated
up
to
in
society
there,
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, only one of us is an asshole.
I'm learning a little. I'm trying to remember some of the things I learned from Pan. Some of them, Brian. Okay, so I still have some more time. You know what? I did not deliver that paper from
The writ.
Eris. I'm going to deliver the writ to the stables so that the
Oh, rock
stables
on.
know we're going to have our horses there for at least 4 days.
All right, so you walk over to the stables. The stable hand is happy to see you. Did you need your horse back?
No, actually, we're going to be here for a little bit. We're going to and this includes myself and all my horses my friends' horses that that I came with. We're going to be here for a few days. It's on the house. I also wondered if you're able to.
It's on the house. Who said that?
Well, right here, I have this writ from Eris.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He takes it and he looks it over and he says, yeah, it appears it is on the house. And then he rolls it up nice and tight and he puts it in his apron pocket.
Thank you so much. I am wondering also if you have for sale, I do not have proper, for my horse specifically, I do not have proper hoof cleaning materials. Do you have any of that for sale? Like the spatulas and the scalpels or whatever to fix their shoes?
I do not, but the tack shop might.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else I can help you with
today?
No,
thank you. That's been very helpful.
Oh, all right. Well, enjoy your stay. We'll take very, very good care of your horses.
All right. Then I'll just go join Jelly.
You're going to go
at
join
her
Jelsira?
tavern. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You get to the tiny dumpling and you don't see Jelsira.
How appetizing does it look in there?
It looks pretty good.
I'm pretty hungry, so I think I'm gonna. Is there a seat at the bar?
You know, there isn't. It's pretty busy. There's no seat at the bar.
Is there any magical looking tables, like people that might divine things around?
No, there is one large table that seats about 7. It has 2 people sitting at it already and 5 empty chairs. And there's a bowl and a mug there at one of the empty chairs.
I'll just go up to them and be like, hey, is anyone sitting here?
At current, no. The last person that was ordered food and then ran out.
Doesn't sound like anyone I know.
Yeah,
Dine and dash.
Weird. Mind if I pull up? I haven't had any of their dumplings yet. I've heard a lot about them. Would love to have a moment with them.
Oh yeah. Feel free. There's nobody sitting in any of those 4 other chairs.
Awesome. My name is Lux.
Hi, Lux. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. What's your name?
I'm Robert, and this is my brother Keith.
Oh, that is so funny. My friend has the same. Her nickname is Keith.
Wow.
I know.
Her nickname is Keith?
Her nickname is Keith.
Her parents must hate her.
It's more like her friends hate her.
Her friends hate her too?
Friends is a strong word.
Yeah, but what do you come to this establishment often?
Oh, almost every day.
What do you recommend?
We absolutely recommend the egg dumpling with the house mead. It's to die for.
I literally would like to order that.
I would literally like to die.
Well, my brother and I can't help you with that. You could call over one of the wait
staff. Do you know their name? Or
no.
Our waitress's name?
No, I don't.
Okay. Then I'll just go order that. And if I can, I would like to ask Keith and Robert if they know anything about the butcher.
What butcher?
The butcher of Aspasia.
No, never heard of him.
Butcher of Fleet Street.
Is that not what we call him? Do you know anyone that would know anything about the butcher of Aspasia?
We saw a halfling earlier that may know something.
Spooky.
And the guardhouse might know something about it too, but we know absolutely nothing.
What do you guys do?
Me and Keith?
Yeah.
Oh, we, clean out the stables and clean up the bodies at the arena.
Thank you guys so much for doing that.
It's really hard work. Pays well, though. We made 2 gold earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. We thought about betting and reinvesting back into the tournament.
Well, I have a feeling that little halfling that you were talking to earlier is a good bet.
Oh, yeah?
I have a feeling.
How much do you think we should bet?
At least 2 gold.
At least 2 gold?
For her.
Can they do anything special?
Have you ever seen a bear?
Produce fire.
I mean, yes, we've seen bears.
Have you ever seen a bear drink ogre blood?
No, we've never seen a bear drink ogre blood.
Do you want to?
Kinda.
Is it worth 2
Bet on
gold?
jelly. Every time I can, I bet on jelly.
Oh, all right. 2 gold, huh?
At least.
That's not a bad
If you
bet.
got more than that, bet more.
And then Keith and Robert, they rub their chins for a second, count on their fingers. Yeah, we got about 20 gold. That sounds like a pretty good bet.
You ought to see this thing in action.
Well, we're going to be there anyway. Tournament starts in 4 days.
Where's your seats? Because I'll even get the bear to do a little a paw raise to you.
Oh, well, it's open seating, so we sit wherever there's space.
Gotcha. We'll try and get close.
Sure. We'll do our best. Should we show up early?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Why not?
And if you're in line, maybe you'll get a little autograph.
And then your food comes out, your egg dumpling and the house meat. The dumpling shells are nice.
Just as good as they said.
Yeah, just as good as I said. The egg is fluffy and not overcooked at all. It's cooked pretty nicely. The meat is chilled, actually. It's cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing.
Yeah, it tastes really, really good.
Fellas, I'd like to pay for your meals.
Oh, well, we'd like to pay for it too. We've been here for a while and we still haven't gotten our food. And they look longingly at your food because, as I said, they've been there first. They ordered their food, but you got yours first, and you just got here.
I would like to get a hold of the wench
It's a sitcom now.
and ask her and say, please get my friends some food and double it.
2
And
orders
put
of
it-
food?
And put it on my tab.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be happy to
And
get right on top of
post-haste.
that. Sure.
Thank you.
Easy. And then she disappears off into the kitchen to go get them food. Robert and Keith look at you and they're like, oh, thank you so much.
I am so sorry. I did not know my celebrity would matter to your
We have been
appetite.
sitting here for half an hour waiting for our food.
Poor guys.
That's fucked up.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
It's absolutely absurd.
We haven't been here in years.
In years, you were here before?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I mean,
Or do you?
I kind of do.
Well, the little thing that you were talking to earlier, myself, a long time ago, beat out the 78-time champion of these here tournaments.
We've never had a 78 times champion.
76? Might have been 76.
63?
63?
No, it was in the 70s. I remember
Nope,
that.
it was the 63 time champions.
There wasn't in the
I really
70s.
bet that I'm
Okay.
wrong.
Better
well,
go back.
You might want to go
You wanna
back.
bet it?
I mean,
2 gold.
How many gold?
you're more than welcome to make a deception roll.
It doesn't matter. We are the reigning champions of the last tournament here.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, well, welcome back.
Thanks. We missed you.
Oh, man. I'm sad we missed the fight. We must not have seen that tournament.
Where were you?
Was it nighttime?
Does it matter?
Well, yeah, because the DeMarcus had a curfew, and if it was
Not
nighttime,
when there were games happening. You were in the arena if there was a curfew.
nope,
Yes.
we weren't.
Everyone else was.
No,
Well, then you must have
Robert
gotten
and I have
over
only-
on that.
Robert and I have only been here for like 3 months.
Are y'all partners?
No, this is my brother.
From the same mother.
Yeah, same father too.
Ooh, special.
Well, I truly enjoy or hope that you enjoy your food. Thank you for recommending the food that I got.
Yeah, it was delicious. It looked delicious.
And I'm just gonna is there anyone else in the bar that or in the tavern that looks like they might can I detect magic?
Do you have that as a spell?
Uh-huh.
Do you have it prepared?
Uh-huh.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Then, yes, there are some magic-looking types. There are a couple scholarly-looking magic types. They're in,
Like wizardly?
yeah, like wizardly or sorcerer-like. Yeah, absolutely. They're sitting at the bar, actually.
Does it look like they're drinking anything?
Yeah, they've got big tankards, not dissimilar to your own.
can I buy the wizards at the bar around?
You can, if you would like to, A, go up to the bar and buy them around, or B, call one of the servers over to buy them around.
I would like to go up to the bar and buy them around.
Oh, okay. So the man behind the table asks what you're going to buy them.
Mostly jizz.
A round of jizz.
The barkeep looks at you, looks at the...
Just kidding. That was a joke.
Oh,
A friend of mine, he dared me to say it. A round of, what would generic ambrosia be?
Oh, jizz.
That seems like what wizards
It would be
drink.
mead. It would
I
just be
was going
mead.
to say probably
A round of
Probably just
mead
mead.
for the
Honey wine.
wizards, please.
Not as divine. Oh, that rhymes.
Honey wine, not as divine.
Yeah. Okay, so he comes back with 2 tankards of mead and places one in front of the sorcerer and one in front of the wizard. The wizard and the sorcerer pick up their tankards that they're already drinking from, and they look over at you and they raise their glasses and they say, well, thank you for the round.
Thank you.
How can we be of service?
I just, you know what? I have a friend who is interested in wizardry, and we're looking around here in Aspasia for the guy that's slitting people's throats, and wondered if you had any recommendations on how to find that dude, because we're trying to remedy that.
So you have a friend that's looking to become a wizard, but you
There's
want
a couple
information
of
on
things
the
that I
Butcher
would
of
love
Aspasia.
to learn from you. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we do know they are active mostly in the evening, as it is much easier to rob people in the dark time. We know they have killed at least 15 people.
15.
15 people.
The number.
Yeah, the number
How
of
about
people.
that?
Yeah. And the
So
sorcerer,
he's good at it.
the sorcerer says they are extremely good at it.
They are good at it.
Well, nobody knows if it's a man or a woman.
Yeah, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
well, I've just
Gender
heard mostly.
assumptions.
No, I've just heard
Human-
mostly people
in fact,
saying
nobody,
he.
nobody even knows what race they are, so we just refer to them as they.
Just unreal. Just
Well, I assume wizards would, because they're scholarly, but
You
a lot
should
of
know
other
better.
a lot of other people have been saying he.
Not one other person has said he.
not one other
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
classes.
You could try talking to the leader of the guard.
okay, all right. Well, fellas, thank you so much. Enjoy your drink.
Oh, we plan on it. Thank you very much for
And
the drink.
if you see a lady named Gelsira,
Kill her on site.
take her in
Virginity.
if you can.
Oh, we just saw her not too long ago. She ran out through the kitchen.
Kinda dashed.
She's
I love gold.
No, you didn't?
Yeah.
Nobody else
Nope.
saw it?
okay. I'm gonna pay her bill.
Oh, well, nobody's been back over to the table since she ordered her food, so, and none of the waitstaff got her name, so nobody knows that she has an outstanding bill at the moment.
So I will notice that she hasn't finished her food. I'm assuming I can notice
She did finish
that.
all of her food. The dishes haven't been
There's still
pulled up
plate and stuff, right?
yet. Yeah, the dishes just haven't been collected.
And there's no gold near it
No.
or no silver near it.
No.
I'm gonna ask a wench. I'd like to pay the halflings tab and my tab
Oh, and then the tab of the 2 guys over there?
and the wizards. Yeah.
And the wizards?
Yeah.
That'd
Oh,
be
man.
1,000 gold.
We're going to need meal, 2 more meals, double those meals. Drink, 2 more drinks.
And you know what? A round on the house.
The whole house?
The whole
Yes.
house.
The whole...
1 million gold.
We're
It's been
gonna
a
need...
good day.
we're
Put
gonna
her
need
ass in debt.
2,
Thousands of gold.
That's going to be about
Get out the
60
abacus.
gold?
60 gold plus a 5 golder for the house for a tip.
Oh, fantastic. And then
With no abacus?
no abacus.
Vicious.
And then the sorcerer and the wizard lift up their glasses and they say a toast to the cleric. And then everybody gets a round of drinks slowly.
I lift my
and it gets
glass with
dispersed.
them and say, to Hades.
Ooh. The
And
wizard.
a silence erupts.
Yep. The wizard and the cleric turn away to look from you like, ooh, a Hades cleric.
You didn't have to
That's
let
not
me pay your
information we
fucking
didn't-
bill, bitch.
We didn't want to be involved with. But the common folk are just like, yeah, to Hades.
Whatever.
And they're just happy they got their free drinks.
Can't wait till you die.
Yeah, good times. And then Neath, you have made your way into the... Made your way to the waterways underneath Aspasia.
Nice.
You are free to take a torch off of the wall. The torch part at the top does feel moist, like it's freshly oiled. Like this is a pretty commonly traveled place and supplies are always taken care of.
Oh, nice. I use my flint to light it.
And a torch lights. You can now see what would normally be absolute darkness because of rocky tunnels under the city.
Oh, good. Because I'm human.
Yep, and there is just sunlight coming through the grates from your way down above you, but in front of you.
See.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to walk kind of in the direction that I think would go towards the Rogues Guild.
Oh, you know exactly which direction it is because there are rogue signs carved into the wall. They look like arrows that point to the cross dagger symbol. And you are not the only one down here. As you're walking, there are people that pass you going the other direction. Some stop to say hello to you.
Crap, because I got the light.
Yep. And they don't mind you otherwise. They don't stop and ask your name. They don't stop to ask what you're doing. If you've made it down here, it's obvious because you're of the rogue persuasion. So they just assume you belong down here. And there is multiple branching pathways that are all equally dark, but a couple lefts, one right, a couple steps up will get you right to, you see a wooden floor with stone beams, and there are rogue signs that would let you know you have made it to the Rogues Guild Hall.
So I want to go up there.
Taking your torch with you?
But first, I was going to douse my torch.
Oh, with piss?
No, because I'm in a waterway, right?
It's flammable.
Mhm.
So
It
there's
goes
like
out.
water. Yeah.
No,
It
it's
sizzles.
not.
It's not.
Okay.
And you
Ammonia is not flammable.
have a
Not if you're
torch
doing
that's not
things
lit anymore.
right.
Cool.
Things
Can
right.
I pack away that torch?
You absolutely can pack away that torch.
Beats.
Yeah, we'll go outside later and prove it. You pee, I'll light it. It won't light. It's going to be great. It will. Let me drink some more.
Anyway,
I got 4 or 5 of them.
I go up up to the floor.
Yeah, there is a simple wooden trap door. Make a perception roll for me really quick, please.
Ooh, 7.
So you
Let's get some
go
things to stick in 'em.
to open the trap door. I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Ooh, that's much better.
1.
Oh,
This motherfucker. Are you serial right now?
Did you legit roll a 1?
I legit rolled a 1.
Greatest of all time.
Go ahead and go fuck yourself, Matt. I can't. That
Anybody
was
watching
Matt.
me right
That wasn't Ari. That
I'm
was
gonna.
Matt.
You take 7 damage. Make a Constitution save, please.
Wanna Is that a con save?
Yep, con save.
Oh man, 11.
You only take half of the poison damage. You take 3 additional poison damage, and the spikes that have come out from each of the walls have quite thoroughly impaled you. You tripped the trap door that led up to the Rogues Guild. And you begin to get a little queasy. This poison is obviously lasting. You get the sense that if you don't get it treated soon, you will take continuous poison damage until you eventually succumb to death and die. Or succumb to death and, yeah, that's it. Yeah, succumb to
Just go
death.
in the front door
How would I do that?
so you don't get impaled.
Anyway, do I know what direction the cleric's guild is?
From where you are?
Yeah, I need to buy some healing.
Yeah, you do. I mean, on the plus side, the
I
trap
mean,
is
go
already
during the right
sprung. You
time,
can
though.
now go up into the Rogues Guild
really thought the Rogues Guild would have great information on
Yeah, well, I gotta go heal myself
Bastard,
first.
but now Neath is dead.
I don't know. I don't think that they're gonna be forthright with information.
Yeah, that's what she's got to role
But
play
I've got
sneakily and good.
I've got my cloak and stuff. They won't even know I'm there.
So they'll be talking amongst them.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
That's the idea.
Cool.
I
I mean, how much damage did you take? Because, like, fuck it, you
10.
can still.
took like 10 damage.
Bitch, you only took like a 4th damage.
Yeah, but I've got
or
poison
like a
in me.
7th.
He just said that like I feel like I need to get this.
This is a
taken care of.
long-lasting poison. If she doesn't take care of it, it will eventually kill her over time.
I do know where you went because I asked beforehand.
What?
I kind of like tried to before everyone split up. I kind of tried to know where everyone
That is a strong
was going.
bill.
And
Right.
Neath
Super
did
strong
not
bill.
tell you.
No, but I think that I would know she was
just
going.
magically,
Yeah, but
you know everything.
Anyway.
Yeah, there was
Omnipotence,
one
you've got
it.
guild, and we all saw it.
Do I know if it would be faster to get to the Clerics Guild by going up through the Rogues Guild and just going out the front door?
Yeah, it's like literally across the street.
Don't you
Oh.
still have like
Okay.
2
So I go up into the room.
healing potions?
Maybe.
I think you do have,
But
at
I don't know if
least
they
2.
heal poison.
Healing potions do not cure poison.
There you go.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
I need to go get like legit healed.
Don't
Nobody
you
sees
have
you. Nobody stops
potion
you.
of iris though?
Okay.
Ari tries
So,
to break into the Rogues Guild,
As
gets
I'm
impaled.
walking
No
towards
poison
the
damage,
front
though.
door,
He's like,
I would like to
No,
see if I
fuck it,
like
you
I like to
fucking light your
listen, see if I
candles.
pick up anything of like, oh, I should go back and listen to them when I get healed.
There are some hushed whispers about a robbery planned at one of the money changers. A couple of these rogues have been recruited by a middleman. They are unsure who plotted the theft or the robbery, but they know that their job is to cause as much distraction amongst the guard as possible around the money changing institution, and that their cut of the robbery would be about 200 gold split between the two of them, so 100 gold apiece.
Big.
Well, it's in the middle of tournament season with hundreds of thousands of people in, and
There's a lot of cash.
a lot of people
Are they like
securing
talking
their
about like
funds.
how they're going to do that?
No, not yet.
Just murmurs.
Okay.
Just whispers that, hey, I got this job, and the other rogue was like, I also got this job, and then the first one said, oh, I'm gonna get 100 gold, and the other one was like, I'm also gonna get 100 gold. Whoever's planning this is being very generous with the payouts. And of course, I mean,
Intentionally.
no other, like, they aren't trying to be too secretive about it. It's the Rogues Guild Hall. Every single rogue here has a plan or machination to
I should probably go
steal
get myself
something
healed
or
first.
Yeah, I mean,
assassinate
they don't call
somebody.
them narcs.
Yeah.
They call
or
them
go
rogues.
treasure diving in some pit and to look and just making sure that their thieves' tools are good and that their trap awareness is a little bit more keen than yours. But nobody notices you. Nobody sees you. Nobody stops you.
When I get up to the door, I check for traps.
Through the front door?
Yes.
Excellent. There are no traps on the front door.
Okay. I go out the front door and go over to the Clerics Guild, and I kind of look around for like a desk or like if anybody's
There
something.
is one cleric at the registrar's desk. There are also a bunch of clerics at the very back end of the temple. Looks like they're being spoken to or lectured to by what you would presume would be the head cleric of the Clerics Guild Hall. But there's absolutely somebody
at the
at the
register.
desk. Yes.
Okay, so-
Make an insight roll for me really quick.
It's a man dog.
17.
You do remember there were two paladins of Bahamut not far from the Clerics Guild Hall by the Paladins Guild Hall who were outside working
yeah.
on treating wounds and things of that nature.
Sucking out poison.
Okay.
And
so
they
once I
know
remember
you
that,
already.
I go outside and I go back towards where we had seen those paladins before.
Yeah, none of the clerics stop you or even notice you. And then you make it to the Paladin Guild Hall, and the two Bahamut paladins are still there, practicing their healing arts on this dummy.
Probably doing a great job.
I stand
spectacular
a few feet away from them so that when I start speaking, I don't stop them. And I say, "Excuse me."
And then they look up and they look in your direction and they stand up and walk over to you. And how can we help you?
How good are you at healing poison?
Oh, it's incredibly easy. How badly poisoned are you?
Not terribly badly, but enough that, I need to get taken care of.
No, okay. So both of the paladins, nope, not both of them. One of them
You want to
goes
mention, Pam?
back to the training dummy, because one paladin is going to be sufficient enough. And he puts his hands over one of the wounds and uses lay on hands and cures the poison that was in your blood and ask if you need any additional healing beyond being cured of the poison.
I'm feeling a little weak, about 10 hit points weaker than normal.
Oh,
And then you can help me
okay.
with.
And they continue to pray just a little bit more. And as they pray, you hear a sizzling sound and see a green gaseous cloud escape from the wounds as the poison is burned away from your blood and your
Nice.
skin begins to knit and heal itself, as if divinely by the grace of Bahamut.
Is there a screech from the divine Bahamut or anything? I'm used to hearing a dragon scream when he does things.
Nope. This
Just
paladin
in my
just
head.
used lay on hands and cured you of your poison and healed you back to full. No problem.
It's a thing.
Thank you.
Nope.
The
What do I owe
righteous
you?
fury of Bahamut is a thing.
Nothing.
It's not.
It is.
Do I see any coffers or anything for
No, but Penn has
Tithing.
spoken quite highly of all of you. We are here should you need us in the future.
Well, I appreciate that, and I will keep you in mind.
Yeah. And then he says, go with Bahamut, and turns around and goes back to practicing his healing magics.
I really feel like
Seems-
we're in a Zelda game.
Yeah, kind of,
You
right?
know, when you go
They-
to a little town and
Yeah.
they interact with you and then they leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are wholly and entirely disinterested in anything else you have going on because they specialize in healing.
Yeah.
To them, the healing magic is like an alcoholic drinking a beer. It's just
Oh, yeah.
There we
easy.
go.
Just
It-
fucking
yeah.
drink it.
It costs them nothing. In fact, their lay
Get
on hands is
down.
doubly
Oh, wait.
as effective.
Did I get hit points back? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he healed you up to full and cured you of your
No,
poison.
you're
Ah,
dead
sweet.
now. He killed
We
you.
ought to remember to tell
Okay,
Pan
I go back to
that they did a good job.
the Rogues Guild and I go up to the front door, double checking for traps.
Again, there are no traps on the front door.
Okay. And I walk in and then immediately shift to the right, against the wall. Old habits.
Sure.
Good habit.
You
Yeah.
shift to the right and you get up against the wall. It is shadowed here. Again, nobody pays you any interest or any mind.
Do I still see the guys that were talking
Yeah,
before?
absolutely. Yeah, the two are still there. They're still talking.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Yeah, you absolutely can hear what they're saying. They've got their daggers out and they're tossing them up and down, playing with the knife blades. Other than the time of the theft and when they're they say that they have to. That was a terrible throw. You missed entirely. They say that the robbery is going to happen in 2 days and they have to be around the Money Changer Bank Hall at about 11 p.m. because that's when the robbery is supposed to happen.
What would Nate do right now?
Kill herself? Probably.
Why would
I
you
don't
say
know.
that? Where are we at on time?
Who knows what Neith would do because Ari and Electo
Damn!
make their way to the Boar's Head.
Table for two, please.
And the gentleman at the door bows and says, please, follow me this way.
We do that.
And he takes you to a nice little 2-seated table. There is candles on the tables. There's mood lighting set. The shutters are closed despite it being middle afternoon, high afternoon, because they don't want their patrons seeing, tents being set up and the pores.
Yeah, pores.
Yeah, the pores doing what the pores do.
As they do.
And he says, please
How
have a seat.
fucking
Somebody will be with you shortly.
We sit down.
All right, so
Has
you
their
and Electo
bard
sit
showed
down?
up?
No
Yep.
problem. Do what?
Or
No,
their
not yet.
minstrel?
Not
okay.
yet. So Electo looks around, and she's like, wow, this is really nice.
I look around with Hera's embrace or whatever, and just check my surroundings, make sure there's not
So
some
none
bastards.
of the waitstaff or the person that sat you down exhibit any tells.
Okay, that's good. Well, Lecto, are you in the mood for anything, or?
Oh, I could eat a horse.
All right. Well, we'll
I
see
bet
if they have that
have
here.
horse. Yeah.
And as she says she can eat a horse, server comes up with a menu type of thing. The menu is just on a scroll of paper that's been framed with some simple pieces of wood.
Some fancy shit.
Yeah, I mean, fancy for the time anyway.
Yeah,
It's
for
much better
sure,
than
yeah.
the Tiny Dumpling Tavern or anything like that. But they've got roasted chicken, roasted quail. They've got steaks. They have breads. They've got 4 different cheeses.
Tell me, good sir, is there anything here? What on this menu would you recommend? What would just cement my time here in Aspasia and make me remember this place? Is there a special? Does your chef have something that they do better than anyone ever in the history of existence?
Shepherd's pie.
You absolutely cannot go wrong with the steak and the lobster tail. It would be the equivalent to the surf and turf, which is preceded by a side of shrimp with a spicier sauce that the chef whips up fresh every day, mixed with horseradish. And we highly recommend that you wash that down with our finest red.
Electo, does that sound good to you?
And Electo's like, yeah, I'll take that. About 3 of them.
All right, 3 for her, and
Oh,
I mean
that
at least
sounds
1
so
for me.
hot.
We'll see how I'm doing afterwards.
Absolutely. So we have 4 of those then for
Yes.
the 2 of you?
Sure, but also, while we've got you here, do you know anything about the bad stuff going on around here lately? There's some murders we hear about.
Oh, there are hushed rumors and whispers
Well,
from
what
our
do you-
patrons here.
What do you know about that? I would pay for information.
Well, about a month ago, there were new initiates into the Rogues Guild Hall. And believe it or not, the old leader of the Rogues Guild Hall found themselves unseated. And we don't know much about what happened on the inside since then. But for a month, there's been probably about 5 to 7 murders and rampant theft. At least that's what we've heard.
Thank you. Here's a gold.
No, thank you. And he puts it in his apron.
I do appreciate that information. If you think of anything else,
Oh, you'll be the first to find out.
thank you.
And then he goes back to place your order.
Interesting. Electo, I had a feeling this the person we're after is a rogue.
Do you just throw money around like that to everybody?
Well, when it's important,
Was it? I could have just beat that out of him.
you don't need to beat it out of people.
Well, I mean, I'd like to.
I know you like to, but here's the thing, Electo. You catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, they say.
You know, Father would say that too.
He's a smart man.
Oh my god.
The wisest.
Well, also like daddy issues.
So,
you
as
are
you and
in.
Electo are having a conversation, you hear a ruckus out by the front of the building. There is a disheveled-looking man with a lute attempting to push his way past the doorman. And he says, "You don't understand. I have a job. I have to get in there.
Jesus Christ.
There are 2 people that are expecting me in my services." And the doorman is doing his best to push him out back through the doors because he doesn't look like he belongs at the Boar's Head.
Yeah.
And he says, "Though I appreciate what you're trying to do, we have our own in-house band. We don't need you or your services. None of our patrons would require or be expecting you or your services of that. I can assure you. So if you do not leave the premises, I will have the guard forcefully remove you from the building." And then
Quick question
Yes.
from Jenna to Rico.
Just the best.
Has this man already been paid? Did I already pay him?
you did already pay him.
All right, then
Of course you did.
I don't care about this then.
It was like 3 whole silver.
Dumbass.
You have like thousands and thousands of gold.
He has tried.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
trying.
all
He's
right.
trying
Yeah.
very,
No.
very
Oh,
hard.
poor guy. God damn. I
Like,
did
he's
not
trying to
want
push
this
his way
happen.
past the doorman.
Oh,
and
God. Please stay
as
alive.
he's trying to get his way in there, he's like, the Dragonborn and the farm girl, they're the ones expecting me.
No, I turn my head and I just look at Electo and I'm just like, hand
Really?
up, like fucking, I don't know.
Really?
No.
And then Electo
Really?
takes the social cue from you and also looks away because she doesn't really hang out here in establishments like this. She's getting human social cues from you. And so the doorman snaps a couple times and a big half orc or half ogre guard comes out and without hesitation and quite easily picks the man up in a bear hug.
Oh, my God. This poor guy.
And
oh,
just
my God.
walks him
This
out
is
the
not
door
at all
and
what
then
I
shuts
wanted.
the door behind him and walks back, back
All
behind
right.
the
He
counter.
walks him out. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't throw
Okay,
him out. He walks
okay.
him. He picks
All
him
right.
up and walks him out.
Okay. All
Like
right.
he's not trying to rough him up.
And he
All
still
right,
got.
I feel a
he still
lot
got.
less
He still
bad
got paid
about it.
too. You know.
Yeah, and he got paid.
Yeah,
So he
I know,
tried.
but
It's
he
fine.
probably does feel
Yeah.
kind of bad
So,
about it.
I
Yeah.
tell Electo, I say, that's that nonsense is gonna keep happening.
That kind of
It's-
sounds like my friends.
Yeah, I
trying
kind of
to
look
be
forward to that.
yeah, no, it's
assholes.
gonna be fun, but also fun to also stop it from happening.
Yeah, I'll have you
It's
know, this is
fun
infinitely
times.
better than being stuck in a dungeon
Yeah, for sure.
underground.
For sure. So we enjoy our meal. We
Yeah,
we obtained information.
Mhm.
We're
The
good.
meal
We feel
comes
good
out.
about that.
The lobster is buttery and juicy, and the steak is cooked a perfect medium to medium rare.
We enjoy a nice
Perfect
conversation.
internal temp. Yeah, and then the wine gets delivered with it. They bring, some bread, some fresh hot bread. They break it open and steam just comes out of it. And it's a very nice meal.
We enjoy some wine. We talk. We chat. We eat.
Make love.
We don't do not in a restaurant. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
What do you mean? What's wrong with me?
We obtained the information. As much information as I had hoped to obtain.
I see. Go back
early
to the
on, so that
bathhouse.
happened. We enjoy a nice meal together,
Yeah.
chatting and talking about things.
And she is quite interested and hanging on any and every word that you would deign to speak to her as her savior and protector, though she is kind of more of your protector than you are of her. But she still is enjoying the time that she's spending with you because it's nice to not be captured and be out and free and have her godly powers back.
Does she destroy all 3 of the meals she ordered?
Yes, and anything you don't eat too. She'll even,
Gangster.
with a mouthful of food, she'll be like, "Are you going to eat all that?"
I'm just
Kinda
smiling
hot,
at that
right?
because I'm for
Yeah,
it.
it's a
I
little
love
hot.
This
that.
is her first time that she's had like nice humanoid type food. She mainly eats whatever the magic kitchen
Oh, which
cooks.
one did she like the most?
She really liked the lobster the best.
It's not bad with
Remember
butter.
that she liked the lobster the best.
Yeah, she
Without-
really liked the lobster the best.
I assume it had butter.
Yeah, there
'Cause
was
without
absolutely
the butter,
who
what's the
doesn't
point?
like
and it was
lobster the
freshly
best?
churned butter. Like it was really good.
Oh,
butter.
and freshly caught
Grass-fed.
lobster.
And she drinks about
Grass-fed
75%
lobster.
of the wine straight out of the bottle.
Nice.
Yeah, straight
This
out of the
sounds
bottle.
like Ari's
And like
soulmate.
the server looks at you to see if you need help with anything. He nods back to the kitchen to ask if you need anything else. He clearly sees this farm girl's healthy appetite.
Yeah.
And the money that you've thrown around, he knows you're trying to impress her.
Well,
So, I mean, he's not going to interrupt your guys' meal because there's only like 6 of you in the building at the moment. But if you don't give him like a sign or anything, he'll just ignore you guys and let you enjoy your meal.
I'll give him like the nod, like don't let the wine run out, or if he
Oh,
finishes
okay. Good
everything,
deal.
maybe
well, then
like, come back
after she
over
had
for
smashes
dessert.
75% of that first bottle, then he brings another
Yeah.
bottle.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then he asks if you would like to see the dessert menu because they have quite a selection of custards and tarts.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electo stops and she's like, I would like one of everything.
Yeah.
Off of the dessert menu, ma'am? One of everything? Yes, please. Absolutely. Without hesitation.
And I'll just have like a cheesecake
her.
if that's a thing you have here
And
in the
then
high
he
fantasy
says,
world.
"Yes, madam. Absolutely. We'll get started on that."
He says, "Yes, madam," to you.
No, he says, "Yes, madam," to Electo.
Does he?
Yeah.
And I beam at Electo, just impressed with her ability.
No,
To
your
her
Cloaca is
voraciousness.
at least
She
75%
really likes this
chub
food
right now.
This is really, really good food.
And I am just super happy that she's happy.
Like, even when she
I'm feeding
wasn't,
off her happiness.
Yeah,
This
even when she-
podcast needs a romantic arc.
It doesn't, but okay.
even when she didn't have, when her powers were sealed away, when the relics were broken apart, she lived a very basic
Oh,
farm life. She didn't have lobster and steaks and fresh bread like that.
Well, I haven't been living, an
And
extravagant
you haven't
life.
either. Yeah,
but
you were a
We're
monk
here,
hermit, but yeah, live it up. Yeah.
we're living.
So he comes back with a nice strawberry tart, like large pastry.
Weird.
Yep. He comes back with a pie.
That's not that weird.
He comes back with a cake that looks like it would be equivalent to today's cheesecake, but it's not as firm or set as today's cheesecake is.
This is gloopy.
Yeah, it's just gloopy, but it looks good. It looks good.
It's pudding
there
cake.
are exactly. There's some
Banana
bread pudding.
pudding.
There's some
Yeah.
bread pudding. There is some sweet breads like sweet rolls or cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, careful.
And-
Sweetbread is a different thing.
Yeah. And
But all of it is fucking gross.
and it looks good.
How dare
It looks like that's
Wet
the entire
bread.
dessert menu.
is not appetizing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wet
and he
bread.
says, "Enjoy your desserts. Is there anything else I can get for you?"
Man, not right now, but like we said, if you think of anything else or hear any rumors.
We'll probably hear something more later after dinner service is done.
Ooh, I would love to hear about that.
We normally close at probably 4 hours after sundown. So
Well,
about 9-10 p.m.
Well, I might
Is there an
I might
after
swing
party?
back by.
Oh, well, we'll be here. Just feel free to knock on the door. We'll let you in.
Okay.
And then the server goes over to the doorman and he says, "These two will be joining us after dinner service." And the doorman goes to the half orc and says, "Do let these two in after we close. They'll be joining us afterwards." And then the half orc looks at you and he looks at the farm girl, Electo, and then he just like salutes and nods
I flip him an extra gold
to who?
to the server dude who's like, "We'll let you back
All the way
in."
across the room back to the doorman?
Yeah. Fuck
Nice. Make a acrobatics roll for me.
Yeah. Oh, I think. Oh no, I'm not. But-
Dexterity.
Oh well, that's also great. 12.
It makes it about halfway there and it hits the floor.
That's fair.
Just
that's
like
fair.
one,
You needed a 15.
or
Sorry.
just one and a fifth.
Electo
ways
says,
That's for
there.
you.
Electo says, "Hey, let me see one of those."
You got it here.
So you give Electo a gold?
Yes.
All right. She attempts to do the same thing.
How much longer we got?
Not at
Not
all.
much
Okay,
longer
all right.
at all. And
5
her
minutes ago.
I have to
gold
pee so
makes
bad.
about a quarter of the way yours did and hits the floor.
She's doing a thing now. It's a bit.
She rolled a 4. Even with her modifier, it's
We need a
9.
coin.
It's still not as good.
Can we get a coin
I got lots.
noise?
And then she
in
says,
some
"Well,
of
that was a
these?
lot of fun. Can we keep flicking gold at these
We
things?"
can. We absolutely can.
And
Yes.
that's how they fall in love.
So
Take a few more gold out and put it on the
and
table.
Electo and Ari will flick gold at the service staff. And that will do us for this episode of Some Would Play. Thanks for listening. Do listen next week as the investigation of the bastard butcher of Aspasia
And the
continues.
investigation of will they fall in love?
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
I gotta piss.
That's great because I gotta remember the information I got. I wrote it down.
It was too much fun to.
It's important. We're
Wow,
straight
that
just
hour
flipping
went by
gold.
quick, even with everybody having their own 15.
Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at SomeWouldPlay. Deborah is at Sonyataki. Rico is at R1C0. Jenna is at Jenna Toll. Daphne is at Dafterthought. And I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.